of all things, Valkyries. But I think they might be able to use this little ledge here. And actually, I think Midas has left a little hole open. But meanwhile, Midas is going for a sunken break at the front here. Arnc is not ready for this. His Zerglings are in the wrong position. And if Midas runs in right now, I think he just might be able to get this. Arnc has to suspect something's going on, though. He has to know that there's a reason why those Marines haven't come home. And now he knows he needs to bring those mules back immediately to defend. Here comes Midas with the attack. Midas is going to go in for the attack very, very soon now. And it'll come down to this. I think this will actually determine the game here. If Midas succeeds, obviously he'll win. If he loses, I think he'll be very far behind, because then there'll be a big counterattack. But where are those Mulisks? Arnc coming with the Mulisk. He needs to micro against those Marines. It looks like he is going to micro against the Marines. One sunken left. One sunken. Will it hold? I think it will hold, but I think Arnc is going to be forced to lose a lot of... Yeah, I think what's going to happen is both are going to annihilate each other. So Arnc is going to hold just barely. No, looks like Arnc doesn't have enough Mulisk. I thought he was going to have enough Mulisk to pick off of the Marines at the cost of all the Mulisks. Finally, the reinforcement Zerglings come in, but I think this attack was a victory for Midas, actually, because he managed to kill off all the Mulisks, except for 2, it seems, and he's killed off all the sunken, so the base is very vulnerable. And the second wave could be enough. This could be enough for SKT1's Midas to take this series, and looks like Arnc once again is forced to build creep colonies all over the place. And if oh man, if Midas figures out there's an expansion going up at the 3 o'clock, which he should have figured out by now, that is going to be very vulnerable to attack. And Midas looks like he's going to be rushing in here before the Sunkens are all finished. Arnc needs to go for a pincer attack here. Oh, Midas with a great pull there. Did you guys just see that? That was an amazing pull there, and now he's going to pick off this expansion, no question about it. I think Arnc is going to get knocked out of the OSL here in around the 36. Midas playing very, very well here, with just a solid control throughout. Lurker eggs, though, they're for Arnc, and if... Oh no, but there's no way, no way. One Lurker is not going to be able to do it against that massive medic Marines there. Now the hatchery is down. Arnc forced to cancel those Lurkers, actually, realizing that they're going to be useless there. He's building another hatchery in his base, but really at 2 bases versus 2 bases, he is far, far, far behind here. And now we're seeing Midas just being careful, putting up a couple of bunkers in his front door, just to make sure a counterattack doesn't cripple him. And with those bunkers up, I don't think there's any way for Arnc to be able to counterattack. There's just simply no way. And yeah, so I want you guys to tell me, though, what exactly a Hydralisk is. How, like, you know that site howstuffworks.com. I want you to tell me how Hydralisks work. And also, do Hydralisks have melee attacks? Because in all the Starcraft trailer videos, they rip apart Marines left and right with their claws. Dagger-like claws, but in the game they don't have any kind of melee attacks. So tell me, A, why they don't have melee attacks, and B, how the heck their spines are so powerful and how they can shoot up. Alright, so those are my instructions for you guys. Debate. And I do have a couple more dilemmas for you guys later on. I think I'm going to do 1 per group of commentaries, just because I get the most hilarious and very creative responses. I mean, there are other very good responses that I'm not going to choose as the top ones for the what is 1 HP, but another good one, I think, is that each unit actually doesn't represent just 1 Marine. Each unit represents either a platoon of troops, like a platoon of Marines is 1 Marine, and a tank might just be like 3 tanks, but still a group of them. But anyway, 1 HP means just at the point where the command structure, the morale of that unit is almost completely broken down. It might not be entirely dead, though. I mean, there might be still half the Marines might be alive, or 75% might be alive, but maybe half of them are wounded, and like a quarter of them are dead, or something like that. So they're very, very at the breaking point. They can still deal pretty much. They can still be almost as effective as they were otherwise, but you know, one more hit and pretty much that unit is going to be it can be completely useless. Anyway, Scourge out for Arnc. He's trying to pick off that first Science Vessel as it comes out, but he's taking a couple hits on those Scourge, and I think the Marines are probably going to be able to protect that Science Vessel as it comes out. But no, it looks like actually the Marines are backing off. Arnc has a little bit of a contain in front of the base. Marines coming. Arnc needs to float. No, looks like Arnc needs to fly away is what I was trying to say. And Midas is floating up that Science Vessel just to... Oh, Midas needs to be careful here, too, not to lose that Science Vessel. It's very interesting here, back and forth. And there's the Science Vessel out. Oh, Arnc is not going to get the Science Vessel. TT for Arnc. I think this is going to be very, very hard for him to come back for. I actually think it's going to be impossible for him to come back from the fact he lost that hatchery there at the 3 o'clock. And I think that timing attack, I think the fact that Midas sort of lulled Arnc into attacking his base, into a false sense of security, and then went for that surprise attack was just absolutely fantastic. I think that was a very, very smart move there. And also the way he executed the 1-2 punches he did, like running the Marines in, getting attacked by the Sunkens, and then running back to kill the Zerglings that were trying to surround him. Very, very top-notch Medic Marine micro there, worthy of almost like Flash level Medic Marine micro. And yeah, basically we're seeing just a couple of Zerglings in the center of the map. We are seeing high-level attack here from Arnc, but Arnc is going to be able to pick off this stray group of Medic Marines here with his Cracklings and Lurkers, but another group's coming up, and he needs to run away with those Zerglings. Looks like he escapes with just a couple of Zerglings. Science Vessels are out though, so they're going to be able to irradiate those Lurkers very soon, and he needs the Defilers. Arnc really needs the Defilers to have any chance of fighting this off. Also, I think Midas has tanks. I'm not sure why he's not bringing up tanks. Oh, there are those tanks. Yeah, and those tanks are going to pretty much spell the end of Arnc, because those tanks are just going to just pound away at those Sunkens, and there's just he has too little. He has no Lurkers, and now the Science Vessels are here. They're going to irradiate the Defilers, and that's going to be it. Looks like Arnc. Oh man, Arnc does not even have Consume for his Defiler. That Defiler finally has Consumed, but just a little too late. He manages to get one swarm up, just one swarm up, and oh man, one Lurker coming in from behind trying to be a hero. But I think this is just too late here. Some Scourge up, but I mean, Arnc certainly microed very well in the first game. In the second game, I think his play was really just not very strong in general. Played a little too defensively with building too many Sunkens. His harass didn't qualify well. Oh, managed to take out one Science Vessel, but that's not two Science Vessels. He needed to take out both to have any kind of chance of making these Lurkers defend. And really, I think once he lost that second base, it was over. There's no way that any Zerg can come back from that so early in the game. GG coming from Arnc. So Midas will advance into the round of 16 of the OSL, and maybe Arnc's brother Luxury can get some revenge for him against this player from SKT1. But unfortunately, we're not going to see both brothers in the round of 16. Midas is the final qualifier, by the way. The OSL round of 36 ended with this group. So the round of 16, which are the 12 players who came out of the round of 36, plus the top 4 finishers from last season, will start, I believe, this weekend or maybe a few days after that. But yeah, stay tuned to that. Go to sc2tv.com and please answer my dilemma, Starcraft dilemma of the day. How does a Hydralisk shoot up into the air better than a Marine shoots up into the air? And just, yeah, how come Hydralisks are so good? And also, do they have a melee attack? I mean, what's the deal with that? Anyway, so we're going to see Midas plating his name in one of the groups, it seems. I'm not sure which group it is there, but I don't remember which one Savior's in, to be honest. And I can't really read Korean very well, obviously. I could actually guess what Savior's name symbols look like, because I've seen them so many times, but actually I'm not even going to try. This weekend, actually, shout out to Peanut. She actually managed to help find me a person named Cho Jung-min, who is someone in Korea who's going to actually translate a Korean commentated game for me, so I can actually know what the Korean commentators say and maybe improve my commentary. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching so much, and this is Cholera signing off.